Feeling is the secret. What did Neville Goddard mean by that when you're trying to manifest a new reality? This person's got it completely wrong and thinks I'm teaching it wrong because they've misunderstood his teachings. With Neville, you don't have to change your feelings, question mark, question mark. The main principle is feeling is the secret. Yes, darling, feeling, not feelings, not emotion. You've misunderstood him. You won't manifest until you feel the right way. Yeah, feel it as true. Feel it has happened. Feel it now as if it's already occurred. Yeah, that's what he's teaching. You've misunderstood it, but you've still written what he actually teaches. Until you feel the right way. Until you feel the way that he teaches, which is, it is done. Yeah, that's what he teaches. It's not feelings. If anyone's teaching you feelings to manifest, that's not what Neville taught. Neville taught you to step into the state of it is done now, meaning experiencing in your mind it being true, feeling as if it's true. Like, what would you see? What would you touch? What would you smell? What would you experience? What would you hear if it were true? That's the feeling he's talking about. Feeling it is done. He doesn't mean sit around feeling joy, sit around feeling happy. That's not what he teaches. Neville Goddard said this very famous quote that a lot of people have misunderstood or never even heard. When I speak of feeling, I do not mean emotion. People misunderstand what he teaches and then they teach it wrong and then you get confused and write shit like this on my videos accusing me that I'm teaching it wrong. You're reflecting out your dominant concept of yourself and what you think is done in your reality, who you think you am. And that is what manifests. All manifestation is I am that. I am it now. That's what Neville teaches you, to feel as if it is true now. Now, if emotions come up while you're feeling it done, like you feel your specific person's arms around you as if they're there in bed with you, loving you and in a warm, loving relationship with you, and you feel all warm and cozy and loved and happy, well, great. That's a byproduct of you feeling it as true. He doesn't mean feel the feelings. He's not telling you to emote all day long to manifest. He's saying, imagine it's done. Use your imagination to feel it as done. And then if emotions come from that, great. But that's not necessary to manifest. And I know that's not necessary to manifest because I've manifested a gazillion things consciously without feeling shit about them emotionally. So how come I can do that, but you can't? That's because you've been taught this wrong and because you're still converted to the law of attraction way of thinking things are attracted to you, and you have to feel a certain way emotionally for it to happen. That's not true. And if that were true, the people in my group who've manifested marriage and didn't sit around emoting all day wouldn't have had that manifest. The people who've got engaged who didn't sit around emoting all day wouldn't have had their engagement manifest. They just imagined themselves as engaged. They saw themselves as having an engagement. They saw themselves as loved. They were feeling it was done. That's what I teach. That's what Neville taught. That's what you're misunderstanding. Guys, if you don't understand this, please get my free ebook called Everything You've Learned About Manifesting is Wrong, because a lot of you are misunderstanding even what you read. Or maybe you've listened to some coaches who misunderstood Neville. Might not be your fault. Maybe you haven't even read Feeling is the Secret. Maybe go back to it and read it, and then you'll understand what he means by feeling it is done is the secret.